Let's discuss something about inner peace. So, the ultimate aim of all the spiritual practices is to achieve the inner peace. So, what is this peace or bliss which everybody is talking about, or which is the aim of all the spiritual practices? So, our real nature, okay, our true nature is to be in that state. The real peace and bliss is our true nature. But what has happened is, by getting engaged in this world with our day to day activities, with our work, daily routine, with our studies, we tend to forget this our real nature, and we develop ego of ourselves, and we work according to that ego, forgetting our real nature. So the ultimate objective of all the spiritual practices is to get rid of this false ego which we have created of ourselves, so that this inner nature of ourselves comes to the front, and we feel that inner peace as a living existence. It is not something theoretical, it is a live experience which all of us can experience just by getting rid of our ego. Now, when I say getting rid of our ego, it means getting rid of the false identity which we have created of ourselves, which ultimately leads to getting rid of all the thoughts which we have accumulated, all the concepts which we have accumulated, all the vasanas which we have accumulated. So, my name, my form, everything. And vasanas, when I say vasana, it is like anger, lust, jealousy. All these things combined, we have formed one ego of ourselves. So, by continuous spiritual practice, we have to come out of it. And there are only two ways by which we can achieve it. So, one is self inquiry, other is complete surrender. This is what is said by the Ramana Maharshi, I am just repeating it. So, when we do the self inquiry, what we get is we go deep and deep and deep, and ultimately we get out of our ego identity and we touch it. And once we touch it, then our job is to get stabilized in that state, so that we remain in that state continuously. Other is surrender, it is the path of devotion. So, we have to surrender to the higher power just because we know we can't achieve it, we don't have power to achieve it. So, whoever has done this entire universe, whoever has created us, whoever has created this entire world, we have to surrender to it. That divine mother, we have to surrender. That guru, we have to surrender. So, what will happen ultimately? Our ego will start reducing automatically, and a time will come when that our real nature, means our mind will go towards the sattvic nature, and with that our inner peace will get start reflecting in our mind. So generally mind is identified with the ego identity of ourselves. The same mind can identify with a higher consciousness. So this journey of going from ego to the higher consciousness is a spiritual journey. So this inner peace is nothing but there is other word for it, which is called as living in present moment. So when we say I live in present, means the ultimate aim of the spiritual practices is to be present moment. That is to get rid of all the thoughts, to get rid of all the concepts, so that you become just a pure consciousness, and then you are in the present moment. When we think, when any thought comes, we are either in the past or in the future. We are not in the present. Any thought is related to either past thing that has happened or the in future what will happen. So we are not in present moment. So when we get rid of all our thoughts, that is called, like Raman Maharshi has termed the coin for it, it is called Manonasa. Manonasa means complete destruction of the mind. But here the question comes most of the times, like if my mind is destroyed, then how I will be able to work in this? Means we have to work for our earnings. We have to do our day-to-day activities. If my mind is destroyed, then how I will achieve it? Means I will become like people will call me mad, and all such question comes. It is not like that. It is like when our mind, it is like your mind achieves one state of consciousness. You work in that consciousness. Some higher power works through you when you achieve that state. So you are fully active in this world, and believe me, you will be 100% involved in any work which you do. You will be able to do that work better than what you are doing today. Why? Because there is no preconceptions in your mind. You are working 100% blank. It is not like you will not have feeling that I am working. It is like it is the complete surrender state. You will come to know that some higher power is working through you. So that feeling, that ego will automatically go, and you will automatically able to give your 100% in whatever work you do. Suppose you are working on laptop, on computer, you are doing some project, you are going to market to buy. You will be 100% involved in all these activities, because you will be constantly in that state. Okay, so that inner peace is not a theory, it is a practical experience, it is a living experience which all of us can experience. So in future videos we will try to cover how we can achieve this inner peace, and most of the things in detail we will go. But yes, everybody can achieve it. It is our real state, and it is the aim of all the spiritual practices. And by achieving it, we don't have to leave anything. We can be very much active in our worldly life, with our family, with our work, day-to-day activities, and we can be in that state. So let us continue in next video. Thank you.